Hi everyone, this is Loomis, and I'd like to wish all my viewers a good Friday on this Good Friday. Today's video, I'm going to talk about my main team and show you guys a little bit of survival trial action. So, my main team looks a little bit different if you've ever seen it before or if you've ever fought me. So, before I used to keep my Sailor Sakura in the front line in that first move spot there, but I was recently inspired, so another character on my server, Raijin, he also runs a similar team. I noticed that he moved his Sailor Sakura back behind Naruto in order to fight other Immortal teams, which got me to thinking. And normally in this lineup, Tsunade is the third move, but what if I ran her second move to get ahead of the other Immortal teams? So that got me thinking. So what Raijin's running right now actually looks like this. So he's keeping the same move order, but he just has them below, where I'm actually keeping Tsunade higher so she moves earlier and she can actually chaos earlier, which I'm finding is working out really well. So to the team's talents, I'm using the water main, so she's running 2 heals. The chase and the summon are just to keep the chain going, and this team is a 6 chase. I'm running healing tips, which stacks with Tsunade's healing tips, or whatever her version's called. And that makes my team have super big heals, and then Poison Tie to help bring more damage, especially damage over time to this team. The one thing you'll notice with this team is that since I have so many heals, I lack damage a little bit, so getting that damage over time from the poison and letting it stack is something I really need. Now, the main star of the show is the Kyuubi Six Tails Naruto. His Tail Beast Bomb is awesome. It has a 1-turn battlefield cooldown, so if you have enough chakra, as it's a 60 chakra mystery, you can get it off turn 2, whether you use something like the Wind Main's passive, or you use Mabui, or you use something else. You can get it off turn 2, but in this lineup, I don't have a lot of chakra, so it's actually a turn 3 mystery. But once I use it, it is awesome. It hits the entire team, and it causes so much damage, ignites everyone. His Taijutsu attack's similar. It hits 3 people in a sweeping motion, also causes ignition. Anybody who touches Naruto gets ignited. As all Jinchurikis have, he has a Tail Beast Chakra passive, which helps him heal a little bit before he moves every round and makes him immune to debuffs and a critical hit buff. My third ninja is Sailor Sakura, who is personally my favorite ninja in the game. She has her healing mystery. Her Katsuyu attack hits 4 people, and in this lineup helps spread out the poison damage. She heals, she chases, and she has the Reserve Seal, which is an awesome passive that heals her whenever she's hit, and it helps buff her attack. So she scales nicely as she gets hit, and she turns into an absolute beast. And then my last, but not least important ninja is my Tsunade, where she has an automatic critical passive, so it helps that Naruto buffs her critical a little bit. But her mystery is an auto crit, which is nice because that's the only CC this lineup has. She has the Medical Sage passive, which I mentioned earlier, stacks with healing tips. So hers is 45%, the Water Main's 40%, so you get huge heals on this team. Her chase goes low to high, and thanks to the critical hit buff, she sometimes crits on it, which is great. And the Neurotoxin, as I mentioned earlier. So that's my main team I use. It's obviously very tanky, and if I ever get a lot of damage dealt to me, it normally heals it all back. Now, for Survival Trial, I actually use a different team, because I like to kill people fast, especially in Survival Trial. The one downside I would say about the Immortal Kyuubi team is that it actually does not kill anyone fast. It's very hard to kill anybody before the 3rd turn, since that I'm not using any attacking mysteries before the 3rd turn, so once I hit them with the Naruto Chakra Bomb, well, then usually it's game over. But Sailor Sakura's attacks aren't usually enough just to kill someone outright, unless I'm facing someone really weak. If I'm facing a weak person, then those standard attacks are enough, but normally against a normal opponent, I need to wait till at least turn 3. So, to make up for that, and to kill people quickly in Survival Trial, and I also use this team in Sage Roll Battlefield, I use the conventional water meta cancer team that everyone likes to call it. So it is Mabui, Tenten, Mei, and the water main. So a lot of people run Tenten kind of in different move spots. Mabui always has to be in move 1, so you get the chakra right away in turn 1, so you can use Tenten's Mystery. But I've seen a lot of people generally use her in move 3 or 4. I've moved her up into move 2. This way, I can at least outspeed any nasty Irukas or Ows that people usually keep in move 2, 3, or 4. Sometimes you'll face a team where they'll have an Owl move 1, but those are very rare, and I've generally never had problems with them. So usually I can get a 10-10 Mystery off no problem. The one team I face sometimes that gives me a little bit of issues is any team with a Kurotsuchi, because then obviously I can still get the Mystery off. It's just a lot slower. So here I'm facing Shio on my server. This is his survival trial team, so he'll be able to get Dadara off, and then I think normally when I fight him, Yamato gets his barrier off. I can't quite kill him, so sometimes when you auto-fight, depending on who gets targeted, you don't get the 10 chases from her mystery, so on this run you won't see the 10 chase. But actually, you know what, I'll keep it auto. We'll see what happens. So, you know, under manual, I would have attacked Asuma, so he wouldn't have launched his mystery there, but it decided to go for the water main there. And one ninja left. And 10-10 will finish him off. Alright, one down. Hopefully I get some YouTube luck today, and I get some sweet ninja frags that I need. Maybe Ukon Sakon, I'm getting close to him, 5-star, and I would like to get another 5-star ninja. Alright, so my second opponent today is Swifter. So, actually, let me show you the talents real quick for this team. So, I'm just running normal talents for this team. So, actually, what I like to run with this team is I like to have this as a pure power team. So, for the water main, I'll run her Skewering, which is an awesome passive. It's a single target, but it gives a huge damage and actually debuffs and cancels shields. Then the water style Flowing Whip, I like that damage output more than monster strength. And then this lineup is all about the 10-10 mystery. So I want to use the 10 chase, the water style Water Trumpet. I want to use Water Enhance, as all my ninjas besides Mabui are water. Poison Tie to stack the poison, since 10-10's mystery is both ninjutsu and taijutsu damage, and then the King of Hell. So the King of Hell can tack on, you know, a little bit more damage, a little bit more poison, and is triggered obviously by a 10 chase. So let's see how Swifter fares against my Cancer Water team lineup. So as you can see here, there are no threats to interrupt or acupuncture my 10-10, and I'll be able to get her mystery off no problem. So since Swifter's actually a decent amount of power, I won't be able to OHKO him, or as you can see, I actually didn't take down any of his ninjas just from that attack. So he's going to steal the barrier with Sasuke. Now, that was one thing that went a little bit underappreciated in 2.0, in my opinion at least, is that Sasuke got a little bit of a stealth buff in the fact that he creates his own barrier. Now, sometimes people think that's a downside. I think it's actually great, because when you face, take teams like mine, you know, Mei has a passive barrier. Most people are running passive barriers now because it just makes sense. If you can get an automatic barrier that gives you 40% attack ninjutsu buff to 2 elements, that's great. But Sasuke can take down those barriers. So I think that Sasuke, in my opinion at least, got a little bit of a stealth buff when 2.0 came out, and his viability has increased a little bit. Alright, so Swifter down, and onto Conan Morita. So Conan's another one of my group mates, just like Swifter, and he's actually pretty strong. He's about 60k power, so let's see what power his survival trial lineup is. Yeah, so, oh wow, it's almost 63k now. So he's actually he's a better matchup than most. So as you can see here, there's another Sasuke to just annoy me to no end. And there's the King of Hell. You know, sometimes I wonder if it was worth getting King of Hell. Honestly, the price isn't great for him. He's very expensive. It took me probably at least 1,000 summon scrolls, but you know what? And sadly I don't even use him in my main team since the Immortal team has so many poisoning, so many options, so many poison stacks just from Sailor Sakura and the other people alone. It's a little bit redundant to use the King of Hell. Also, it's hard to get a 10 streak on that team, to be quite honest. So, as you can see here, wow, I'm actually having a little bit of trouble killing him. I am shocked. Wow. Good job, Conan. I would have been a little mad if my May fell there. Alright, so time for breakthrough. Okay, so one Orochimaru, Sun, and Warfrag. I still have him 3 stars, so I will take any of those frags I can get. Alright, so my first battle in the breakthrough is against S97 Ymir. So, let's see what he's running in Survival Trial here. Now, in case you don't know, Survival Trial is set based off of obviously your main, but then the 3 ninjas that have the most battle power in your queue. So whatever your hypothetical max BP team is will actually be your Survival Trial team. And as you can see here, he's running the ultra annoying Kurotsuchi. I only have 4 ninjas, so that means that all my ninjas get slowed, which is very annoying. So I'm going to take out my frustration on him with 10-10. Alright, so I took down most of his team, and then May will finish off his Kurotsuchi. You know what, if you run Kurotsuchi, you know, good for you. Good for you. I mean, I think she's a little bit underrated. That slow passive is very, very, very annoying, and in the right teams, she can definitely take advantage of it. Alright, so my second breakthrough battle, let's see my opponent here. My second breakthrough battle is against Milos Pego. He's from server 97. I'm not sure if I've ever fought him before in Survival Trial, so let's see how this goes. Alright, no interrupts or no Kurotsuchis, thank you very much. And OHKO, that's what I like to see. Awesome. Hopefully we can get a couple more of those, and this can go by in a flash. Alright, so my next fight is against, I believe it said S95 Azula, so this is another one for my server. Interesting, a Kakuzu. As I said earlier, that's your 3 highest battle power ninjas, so often I don't see people building Kakuzu, so that's actually interesting. And another OHKO, nice. Alright, so let's collect the box and then fight the next opponent. Oh, collect this box too. So one of the things that came with the recent level 90 level cap update is that you actually get a 6th Survival Trial breakthrough battle, which is nice. So as I'll show you later in the treasure room now, you pick 6 out of 7 options. So this is server 97 Kitkat. She's also one of my group members. And let's see how I fare against her. Will I OHKO again? I'm not sure. I don't think so. And she held on. Good job, Hinata. Pat yourself on the back for that one. Alright. So that was the 4th one. Let's collect that box so I don't forget. Alright, my 5th battle is against Legion. He's another one of my group members, or sorry, he's another person on my server. He's not a group member, but he's also from S95. And so he has Gaara, Karin, and Hinata with the water main. So he's a guy I often get in the 5th slot, so I know I can't quite OHKO him. You know, it's a little tanky there, so... But nonetheless, I should be able to... I'll beat him in the 2nd round. That Hinata pass is annoying, and Gaara has too many shields. So, punch Gaara, and then... No, the Mabui combo won't be enough. So, since I'm running both 10 chase on the water main chase and in the summon, I can't really get any big chase streaks. on my Mabui's mystery, it's her knockdown and knockdown, and then Mei chases knockdown to low, and then I have nothing else to chase. Because that's not 10 hits, none of my other chases proc. Alright, so then here's the last and 6th breakthrough fight. And as I said earlier, you get this unlocked once you hit level 90. So this is Fate. Fate's server 97. Fate's actually pretty strong. 60k power, so similar to Conan. And Rip 1, 1010. So one thing you'll notice is that a lot of people have trained up their Sasuke, which I think is actually a good idea. He's an easy ninja to 5-star. He has a pretty good kit. You know, it's 3 chases and no passives. But I think that his chases are interesting. You know, he can cause ignition on his 10 chase. He creates the lightning barrier, so he's really a staple for free-to-play lightning players. All right, and then Mei is about to overkill the rest of the team here. And good game. All right, so let's see if I am lucky today in my treasures. So let's collect the 6th box, and let's go to the vault. So what did I get today? Sasori 100 Puppets, and Tsunade the Sun and War. So I wouldn't mind getting the Tsunade Sun and War because I'm getting close to having her 5-star, and every frag counts. Nice. So, unsurprisingly, the one I missed out was the Sasori 100 Puppets, since he's a super rare. It would have been nice to get those. So, that was my survival trial and my main team, guys. Thanks for watching again.